Girls are good at rejecting guys if they need to. They have to be. So if they're not rejecting you, it's not because they don't, they know how. Right? It's not because they can't figure out how to reject you or how to get away. It's because they're not. Right? They're staying there because they're at least still on the fence or still engaged or still okay with it. Right? Yeah. And if you ever do really step over the line, they'll tell you, like, that was rude. Right? And you get a negative, and then you can be like, I'm sorry, anyway, doesn't matter, have a nice day. Right? But get an actual, an actual negative or an actual rejection or an actual like excuse or reason why not. And then you can leave. But don't just leave because it's, mildly awkward for a second, or just don't leave because you just don't know the next thing to say. Yeah, I mean, again, you didn't do a great set. You didn't do a bad set. It was still totally okay. Like socially, absolutely fine. The more you believe good things about yourself and the world and your position in the world relative to girls, and then if you just ramble and express that, you'll usually do okay. If you can't think of what to say, just own that fact, right? Because in a perfect world, the perfect scenario would be, I'm suave and I know exactly what to say. And then you say that thing. That's perfect. But if you don't know what to say, the next best thing you can do, you can either be the guy who doesn't know what to say and is comfortable with it, or the guy who doesn't know what to say and is uncomfortable with it. Being comfortable with it is better. So you just own it and you say it. Like, you know what? I actually literally have no idea what to say to you right now. That's very strange for me. But anyway, and then you just keep talking. Make sense? And you just own the fact that you have nothing to say. And let's say that you're so embarrassed, you're so nervous, you can't even own the fact you don't have anything to say. So not only do you can't think of anything to say, but you're embarrassed about it and you feel lame about it. Well, then just own that. Be like, you know what? I literally have nothing to say to you right now. I can't think of it. And honestly, it's a little bit embarrassing. I actually feel kind of lame. But you know what? Regardless, what I noticed the other day was, and you just ramble. Make sense? And you just keep talking. And you find the level of self-acceptance that you can be at. Again, the best is, I'm awesome and I accept that. The next is, I'm being a little lame right now and I accept that. Next is, I'm being lame and I'm not accepting it, and that's extra lame, but I can accept that. You find your level of self-acceptance, you just express it to the girl completely unapologetically and keep going. Why do you think that introducing yourself is a signal for you to leave? Because that's twice you've done it. Oh, nice to meet you. Bye. Do you understand that exchanging names, what that's supposed to do is say, let's not be strangers? What on earth is the point of exchanging names with someone you're never going to see again? Exchanging names, at that moment, you're at a moment where you've both agreed that you like each other enough to be more than acquaintances. So if you think, if I were to say the subtext and then the action, like, you know what? We've just agreed that we like each other and shouldn't be acquaintances who never see each other again. Okay, bye. It literally makes no sense. You guys ask for her name, she's giving you the name, right? If a girl really doesn't want to talk to you, you know what she'll do when you ask for her name? Not give it to you. Or she'll be like, I don't have a name. Why should I tell you my name? I don't give my name to strangers, right? If she really wants you gone, you'll get something like that. Not like, happily giving your name, nice to meet you, etc. Like, that's no reason whatsoever to leave. What you should have done is anything other than resign. So it's very nice to meet you. I think you're the coolest Alabama person I've met in the last 10 minutes, at least. Just offhand, sure. Something like that, right? Or that is a very classy name for a girl with so much like spice. Something like that. Or, okay, nice to meet you. Hey, can I tell you something interesting? And then I'll just make up whatever interesting thing I'm going to tell her. Right? Or, she gives her name. You know what? I can't decide if I love you or hate you, but I don't think you'll be boring. There's all kinds of lines like that. Like all of these different kind of restarting lines that I gave you guys, right? What to do when basically the conversation's going well, but there is no active conversation topic. So I never did it quite that blatantly, but when I was on dates, when I was learning game, I was learning game and I was learning canned routines and stuff. So I would have a notebook of different lines and routines and stories that I'd be carrying around with me. I'd have it in my back pocket. So it'd be in my back pocket during the date. If I ever ran out of things to say, I would excuse myself, go to the bathroom, go thumb through the book, and go come up with, okay, here's like 5 or 6 different things I can say. Here's some stories I can tell. Here's some lines. Okay, got it. Put it back. I'd go back, and then I would, I'd have a bunch of things to say on the date. And it worked. One of the funniest mistakes in chess is, there's all kinds of the obvious mistakes or whatever. The biggest mistake that I honestly make too often is I resign in a non-lost position. Absolutely, because like what I'll do is I'll I'm usually playing a time game. I'm usually have some amount of time, but I'll look at the situation. I can't figure out a saving move, and I'm like, oh fuck. Yeah, and then I'll check the computer analysis, and then it'll give, I don't know if you know the computer analysis, but like it'll give like I was like negative -0.8 or something like that. I was like almost an even position or something like that. There was just one saving move. If I just found this one move, I'm in a completely fine position. But instead of taking the time and thinking and trying to find the move, I got frustrated and I said, fuck it, and I resigned. And then afterwards, like, oh, fuck, I just fucking king there. Oh, God, like, so easy. Please, please, please just never reject yourself ever again. Like, make the girl actually say no to you or leave or act, like she's not having a good time. Don't just leave a positive, pleasant set. If it's going well, either close, like eject and close when you eject, right? I gotta go, but it was nice talking to you. What's your number? At a bare minimum, at least close if you eject, but better yet, try and stay and say one more thing, try and stay 20 more seconds, etc. Okay? But don't leave just because it's like mildly awkward when things have been good.